All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Peculiar Happenings. I'm Shelby.
And I'm Lee.
And that was just a Taylor Swift song.
That was a Taylor Swift song.
Immediately before dancing to it in my seat, I said, I don't like Taylor Swift. Which, it's true. I don't. But it's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I'm not a fan
It's like
either.
you hear a song, you do a little wiggle. You do
there's
a
like
little
two,
shimmy.
There's like 2 or 3 songs I could say that I would like bop my head to.
Yeah.
And that's it. I really am not a fan.
No.
I was initially for the girl power of, get your
Yeah.
songs back, redo your label. But then that's all she became was Taylor's version or blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, guys, come on.
Yeah.
Like, I just didn't understand the hype. That's just me.
That's like, no, I understand. Logan and I, when we were in New York City in the spring, like, it wasn't this past year. It was. Oh my God! I think it was 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy how time flies. But
bringing back the singing. Sorry, guys.
No, you should new bit. But every time a plane would be flying from like one end of the city to the other, when we were waiting for like the ferry to take us, because we were staying in New Jersey. We had a ferry that took us across to the city. We would joke that it was Taylor Swift on her way to get her morning coffee.
I was about to say, I think I know where this joke is going. That is iconic. I think that when I was in New York City, there was some political stuff going on, so we would make a different joke about something else, being like, there he is, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I won't say it on air though. We're not political here necessarily. Okay, guys, sorry.
So true.
Sorry, your face made me laugh.
I just made a very unconvinced face.
We try not to be. Just kidding. I feel like
yeah.
we have been a little bit before, but in just when it comes to the topics, and also we're just a safe space for everyone. Okay, like there shouldn't be politics involved in that. I feel like
That's
we're
fair.
we're safe for everyone. I don't know.
That's so true. Addendum: we're safe for everyone, unless you're not cool.
Unless you're not cool, and
Unless
you're
you have
not a
some-
safe space for everyone.
This is true.
This is not the podcast for
This
you.
is a safe space, unless you have some not cool ideas about what other people can and can't do with your lives that, frankly, just doesn't involve you at all.
Actually, you're not welcome. Just kidding.
But anyway, this is not the Taylor Swift episode, nor
Indeed not.
I don't even know what tangent we got on there, but boy, did we. We do that a lot.
It's fine.
Anyway,
Happens.
it does happen. It happens, and it's peculiar. Oh, brother, it's peculiar.
Oh, it's peculiar.
Oh, brother, it's so
We
peculiar.
got some strange topics today, folks.
We're going to talk about some things, and they might be a little strange.
A little strange and goofy, if I do say
A
so
little
myself.
strange. So, today's episode, I don't know how this is going to be for an audio listening experience, because the crux of it is we have gathered a bunch of pictures on Pinterest of different outfits the characters have worn at various points throughout the seasons, and we're going to be discussing them and talking about which ones we like the best, which ones we don't like, etc., etc. And I think we're going to try to, as we're going to try to pick up on like the trends and pin down the character's style.
And we're also going to try, as we go, we're going to discuss what we associate with the characters, like color-wise. We did this a while ago, but with Christmas desserts.
Oh,
where we like labeled the characters based on that.
That was beautiful.
I think my favorite from that episode still was when I believe we assigned Will the fruitcake.
I think we did.
and
And
I
Max was
think-
gingerbread.
Yes, and I think that was one of the most iconic things we ever did.
That was iconic. I mean, pot calling the kettle black. But.
Yeah, literally. Come on, guys. But we're going to kind of do that as we go and try to assign colors to the characters, or like, I don't know if like aesthetics is the right word, but like just things we associate with them based on their style.
I might also try to go for a bit of a stylistic aesthetic, because I feel like some of them are a little easier to pin down. Like I feel like Steve and Nancy, it's like I know exactly what their aesthetic is.
Oh, yeah. Gay.
So
Sorry.
true. No, you're
I
good.
blurted it out before I censored myself.
No, you're good. No, it's okay. No, it's okay. It makes it funnier. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing. We have a beautiful dual setup here. I've got my laptop on the far end of the recording desk, and Lee has their phone up. So I think the best way to do this is to go by character, honestly, because I know we both have a handful of images. So I think we can start, because this is funny, we both saved a lot of images of one specific character, but it was different characters for both of us.
Can anyone guess which ones they were?
Who could it be? So I think Lee said you saved a lot of Steve pictures. I saved mostly Robin pictures, because I was looking through the outfits and I just got distracted because I like Robin and I was like, wow, she's slaying so hard. I love that for her. So it's mainly just a lot of pictures of Robin in my little board I've made. But
mine are a lot of Steve. I just love Steve and I love his little dad stance. So there's a few that I saved literally just because he was either one with Eddie or one with Dustin.
Okay, real.
Or
He's just
having the dad
up.
stance.
Stanced up.
I have a few memes in there as well that weren't like memes, but it was like it says something at the top and then like a collage of photos.
I see.
So I kind of like I went for the vibes. And then I have a lot of like specific things that aren't necessarily about the outfits, but very specific reasons in which I chose like the era of the character I did.
Okay, so let's start with one of the most frequent characters on here, and what we can do is we can go through, we can look at the pictures of Steve, but if there's also other characters in the picture, we can talk about if those are taken into account or not, that sort of thing. So let's start with Steve, as we always start with Steve, man. We always start with, it's always Steve or Robin up in this household. So
I think we should start with this one because it correlates to all of Steve, I feel like.
Oh, yeah.
This is a specific, I know for you listeners out there.
We're going to do our best to give descriptions.
Yeah. This is a photo that has a caption above it, and then it's 2 photos below. But the caption says, Steve went from, I'll have your daughter home by 8 to you better bring my children home by 8. And there's a photo of him from season 1. He's leaning against a wall, and he's got this like blue shirt with like blue stripes on it and a collar. And he's leaning against the wall, arms crossed, very preppy. His hair hasn't hit peak Steve hair yet. This is baby Steve.
It's baby Steve. His hair is flat.
Yes.
He hasn't reached his true form yet.
Yeah, this was when Steve was just, kind of the bad boy, even though he was like more like preppy, but he was like the bad influence for Nancy.
Yeah.
And he was just, the pretty boy. And everyone kind of hated him, I feel. I think people liked him, but he just didn't have his personality yet.
No, he was kind of more of the like the cool jock caricature more than anything else, I would say.
And then the second photo is, I believe, from season 2. Because it has the gray hoodie type sitch, and I have a few photos saved from it.
He has his gray hoodie and
the black
jacket. The tank or the t-shirt, the jeans.
The jeans with the belt tucked in.
It also has the drawings in the background from season 2.
Oh, yes, it does. Now that you say it, I see those.
Oh, yeah.
But the most important part of this photo is he has his hands on his hips, as Steve does.
Oh, yeah.
And I find I actually do this stance a lot now when I'm like at work or waiting for food. I put my hands on my hips and kind of spread my legs and I make a joke that I'm doing like the dad stance, and I realize that I think it's just the Steve Harrington stance. I don't think it's the dad stance or the coach stance. It is the Steve Harrington stance.
It's the Steve Harrington 3000. See, the dad stance is if you're standing up watching the TV and you're just like, oh, I'll be here for a couple minutes, and you cross your arms.
And then you start asking questions about the show.
And then you stand there for half an hour and you go,
why do you leave her?
What? What's the deal with that one?
What's happening? Wait, what was... Okay, tell me about this. That's what my dad does.
Why did that one drive into the river? I don't know why my voice is just becoming Hank Hill.
Drive into the river?
Why did that one drive into the river, Bobby? Dang it.
But...
Anyway.
I think on the topic of Steve from season 2, personally... something I wanted a specific image of, I couldn't find it for some odd reason. But the most iconic Steve that is my favorite is season 2, when he's walking on the railroad tracks with Dustin, and he's wearing the gray zip up, the black shirt. I think that's what
I think
this
I
was
got
from.
that. I saved it, I think. Hold on, let me pull up.
He's got sunglasses, and then he's wearing these god-awful, like, bright yellow gloves that are like the dish soap, like you're doing dishes gloves. That is my most favorite Steve, and I could not tell you why. There is just a very specific scene when they finally make it after dropping all the like the meat chunks or whatever, and they make it to like where they're gonna go at the junkyard. And he sets down the container, and he has like the baseball bat with nails in it. I love that Steve.
I had it, or I literally had it earlier when we were hanging out in your room.
I definitely have it somewhere in my Stranger Things board, but I made a different board specifically for this episode called the Stranger Fits board.
Yes.
And I was trying to find one, but I couldn't. That is my favorite Steve. I have a Funko Pop of him in my room. And I don't know why, because I think like Scoops Ahoy Steve was iconic. And I think a lot of people really love Scoops Ahoy Steve. I did save a few of Steve and Robin from Scoops Ahoy because that is something Shelby and I love, and we want to do that potentially for a Halloween costume.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that is my favorite era of Steve. But I have so many of him, including some of the leaks from the newest season.
I have some leaks of Robin.
And I love it because they are literally mother and father.
So
that
true.
is like all they're giving, and I love it. They are giving like the gay uncle and the lesbian aunt that are just like solidarity in a lavender marriage. Like everyone thinks they're together and gonna end up together, but they're my favorite. Also, I feel like his hair is just that beautiful mullet. It's back. It is flowing. It is gorgeous. But in the new leaks, he has like this patterned like button up on that's like blue and purple, and he's wearing sunglasses. And oh my gosh, the biceps. Okay, hear me out. And I
I found the train track fit.
The look.
It's like I think it. I don't know if this. I can't tell if it's a gray jacket. It's not denim. It's not denim.
It's not denim. I don't think, but it's like a gray like bomber jacket or something.
The yellow dish gloves, the bright blue jeans, the belt. Oh yeah.
There's just something about that outfit. That's the scene. That's the one.
If we do closet cosplay, I feel like you could really easily achieve this.
Oh,
I feel like you already have a
could.
jacket. You get some yellow dish gloves, the sunglasses. We can do your hair. We can tease it up. Get some hairspray on.
I think the only thing I'd order extra would be a prop of the baseball bat with the nails. Like I wouldn't DIY that. That would be too dangerous. I feel. Fair. I think I would genuinely just like
that'd be fun.
Order that and could probably find it.
Didn't you? I think you showed me TikTok like freshman or sophomore year.
You did a
little closet cosplay of Steve.
Yeah, and
it was one audio that was
kind of based on that outfit. I didn't have the gloves and I did not have the baseball bat, but I had a pair of sunglasses and I had a denim jacket with like a blue shirt under it and jeans. So it kind of was giving Steve Harrington, and instead of the bat, I carried this foam lightsaber I had.
I love that.
That was kind of supposed to be a spoof of it.
Hey, you work with what you got. But I think this would work really well. I feel like
that'd work pretty good.
Although Robin's jean jacket in season 4 is black, I feel like if I wore my own jean jacket, it would kind of get the point across. I don't know.
Who knows? I did save that as some of mine. If we want to switch over to Robin, we could talk about yours that you saved.
We can keep going for Steve if you want, because I know you had some more. So we've talked about the I have to find it again. Hold up. We talked about the original Steve fit. You can see my Pinterest feed is cooked because it's all the summer Hikaru dyed in Deltarune, of course, and old clothes. That's a very important one. I have a beautiful collection of old dresses that show up on my feed. Let's see, because we talked about. I feel like his look definitely did transition a lot through the course of the show. He's very much classic, preppy, like high school-y season 1. Season 2, we get to see a little more of that Steve flavor and personality shine through, and by that I mean like
chef's kiss,
department store, but you know, it's the sense of style. It's developing. Yep. Season 3, he's Scoops Ahoy land for the whole season, same as Robin. Yep. There's not much to talk about him style wise in season 3, I think, other than the outfits themselves are iconic.
If I had a job and that was my outfit, I don't think I'd complain about it. I really don't think I would. And then we get Father Steve in season 4.
Oh, yes.
He is full-blown father coded in that. He started to get there in season 2. And then we had Scoops Ahoy, like, working job Steve. And we still get, like, working Steve in season 4 because we get that, family video vibes. However, we also get just, like, this Steve, like, the yellow shirt that Shelby has a scene from... a photo of it there, and it's the scene from The Rocks when they find Eddie. Yeah, and he's wearing this yellow shirt. It's a yellow long sleeve,
like a little oversized.
Yep, hands on his hips, as per usual. And then he's wearing these like pants that in certain photos has pleats in it.
It looks like a skirt. I've seen what you're talking about.
People have drawn him in that outfit, but drawn over it with a skirt, and I think he would slay in a skirt because okay, men in skirts. I'm just saying. I'm saying this as a lesbian woman. I'm confidently saying this.
True.
I love Steve Harrington in the skirt, even though it's not canon at all.
Slay though, slay.
But we do get father-coded Steve. We get Steve driving Robin to school. That whole scene. He's wearing his family video vest, and he's like definitely going to be going to work later. But he drives Robin to school, and she's wearing her. Marching band.
Honestly, I liked the march. I know it was the marching band outfit.
I think
I liked it with that plaid blazer with like shoulder blades and like the little neck ruffle.
Well, I at least saved this one with the neck ruffle. It just
I think I also saved that one. But I think that works.
I love Steve Harrington.
I
could
think-
talk about him for ages.
Oh yeah.
But there isn't much like super variety in his style. I feel like he just gets to be. He's like definitely growing up.
Yeah.
We've got like an adult vibe, Steve.
Oh yeah.
I
feel
love
like
it.
some of the new leaks we've seen from season 5, especially the blue shirt, it's taking on some more of like the late 80s, early 90s patterns, which is really cool. I
And
could
Dustin Shorts in that
and
photo
Dustin
too.
Shorts.
Gives that
Oh
as well.
man, I could do whole essays on how you can track the evolution of style from Stranger Things season 1 to 4 throughout the 80s, because basically season 1 and 2, it's basically just a continuation of some 70s style. You got a lot of flats, you got a lot of bowl cuts, you got a lot of browns. That's the funny thing my dad always says about the 70s, which is that a lot of 70s media paints everything was like, it was bright and colorful and disco lights, and he was like, no, I actually lived through it. It was a lot of brown, it was a lot of orange, it was a lot of yellow.
And big hair.
And big hair. But I think that's funny. He always has to make that point. But one of the other outfits, this is from season 5. I think we see a variation of a lot of the same stuff, which is good because that means they're dressing him consistently. He's got little stripy shirt, undershirt, underneath it his gray jacket, his jeans.
I think it looks like the same jacket from season 2.
Which is cool. That's
Which
a
I
cool
love.
detail. I like that.
Callback.
I like that because real people reuse the same items of clothing, but in TV shows you don't see a lot of people reusing stuff. This is another outfit this is from season 5, so this is a promo shot. Nancy is next to him. Nancy's outfit slays, by the way. She has like this really cool gradient turtleneck sweater that goes from like this teal to purple to like this dusty pink to orange. Jonathan
she got like a jacket over it too.
Yeah, and she has like this nice like dusty rose. It looks like maybe it's a wool jacket.
She's giving final girl in a horror movie.
Is.
That's
I
what
love
she's
that
giving.
for her. Nancy is the final girl of all time.
She is.
But so Steve has a chainsaw for whichever reason.
Love
He has
it.
jeans again. He has this. It looks like maybe like a crew neck. Maybe it's not a turtleneck, but it has a bit of a higher collar. It looks like it's like a knit texture sweater, and honestly, it looks like he might have a velvet or suede jacket. I'd put my money on suede. It's like this suede tan brownish jacket. Honestly, it's the color of Scooby-Doo. I'm gonna be real with you guys. It's a Scooby-Doo colored jacket.
Yes.
And then Jonathan's next to him.
He's kind of got like a grayish green like over top and like a gray like under shirt.
like maybe a durable like work shirt kind of deal.
I think something we actually talked about before we started the podcast when we were adding a few last minute things and just talking about what we kind of had to kind of like prep each other for it. And we mentioned that Jonathan like doesn't really like his style doesn't really change, or he doesn't really like have a style. He has more of a color palette. Like he doesn't necessarily like. He always has like an overshirt of some sort with an undershirt, and that's his basic style. Like it's browns and grays and like dark greens. I feel
it's very I think sort of late autumn, which I think it's cool.
You said he's like leaves. He gives
he's kind of got those like fall leaves vibes. Not the ones on the trees that are bright and colorful, but the ones that are like. When you're getting closer to November, all the leaves have fallen and they're all just kind of brown on the ground.
They're dead.
I love that.
Death.
Actually, okay, let's keep looking at your board. I think the last Steve look we can discuss is this one that you said you saved for no particular reason.
No particular reason other than the fact,
reason.
He's just topless and wearing bandages.
Yes.
But specifically, okay, the actual reason I did say this was because he's with Eddie, but he is also wearing Eddie's overtop. He's wearing his
he's wearing his jean vest.
His jean vest. That was like the main reason I saved that because
for reference, this is a picture of I think they're at Eddie's. I think it was Eddie's trailer, wasn't it? They're Eddie's trailer. They're planning to take down Vecna. It's the scene after they get out of the Upside Down. So Steve he has the bandages around his stomach. And he has Eddie's jean vest, his jest, if you will.
Yes, because Eddie tells him to cover up and throws it at him because, he just
your
couldn't
modesty,
bear.
Man.
Yeah, come on. He couldn't bear seeing Steve without a shirt on. But it didn't really do anything.
Real test of the willpower that was for the Edster.
Exactly. I mostly saved it, though, because of that and the fact that I wanted a little Eddie representation. Yeah. I didn't really save any Eddie stuff, but we did talk about the fact that the Hellfire shirt has become, like, the symbol of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Even though Eddie was like a newer character, and some people say they didn't like him, which if you don't like Eddie, you're not welcome in this podcast anymore. No, just kidding.
I mean, you're entitled to your opinions.
You're entitled to your opinions,
they're
but they're
wrong.
wrong. Wrong.
Exactly.
But I wanted some Eddie rep in here, and then also I have a few stuff saved in general that is all the like battle outfits from season
Yes.
4, and that this is
Ooh, we
kind
should
of
talk about that.
one of Steve's, like, this is his pre-battle outfit, because he swam under the water and then was dragged into the upside
Yup.
down, and then had to fight off bats. Like, he's just like disheveled, and everyone else is like kind of fine. But then they all change in their battle outfits, which is like one of my favorite fits from season 4. I saved a photo of Dustin.
I think it's really funny that Robin just has a little beret.
She has a little beret.
For no conceivable reason, and I can just see her in the store going, I want that little hat.
I saved a specific photo of Eddie and Dustin, and Dustin is wearing those like
the moss, like the camo,
like body suits that like hunters
ghillie
wear.
suit.
The ghillie suit.
The ghillie suit.
He's wearing like a ghillie jacket basically, and then Eddie has a bandana on, which I love at this point. It looks great with his mullet. And then he has like a pop of color. He has a green like vest over. It's like an army vest.
I like that they kept the
think-
vest. They kept the vest.
What I like to think is, so they live in a small town in Indiana.
Oh yeah.
I like to imagine that they found all these clothes that they're wearing in Eddie's trailer, and it's like his uncle's. Like his uncle might be like a hunter and like has this stuff. Because like where else were they gonna find this? Because Dustin lives with his mom, and his mom's pretty like seems like a homebody. I mean, Nancy.
They had a whole scene in season 4. Where they went to the army supply store.
Oh, that's true.
And that's where they got all the clothes. I think. No, you're good. You're good.
But I still like my headcanon that
I
they
think
got
that is
it
a fun headcanon.
at the uncle's place. But I guess they could have gotten it at the army supply store. But
I think they did have a specifically whole scene where they were getting gear, they were getting their weapons, and that's where they got it all. That's
That
okay.
makes
That was
sense.
smooth. I don't know how to roll my R's, so I can't do that. Yeah, no. See, that was nothing. Yeah, that's nothing. See, now I just sound like a Bob's Burgers character. If I try to do it, I sound like a Bob's Burgers character.
Sorry, I was waiting for you to do it, and then you didn't, and then I was like,
It's like yeah. See, I just sound
Sound
like
like
I
Tina.
sound like Teddy choking on a
"Oh,
burger.
Teddy, you do sound like Teddy choking on a burger."
I sound like Teddy choking on a burger. But
That's my Steve
Yeah.
rant.
So I think that's Steve. Do you want let's talk about Eddie briefly for a moment because he only has the one outfit, except for the army one which we just went over. I have to respect the dedication of Eddie to wear a long sleeved shirt, a leather jacket, and then a jean vest over it.
Yeah.
I know my man in like early September, Indiana, was sweating up a storm at 8 a.m. as he's trying to learn like pre-calc. But I have to respect. I respect the grind. I respect the drive. I respect the dedication.
And
me personally, I could never.
Literally, and not to mention the rings too, because when
my
I am
gosh.
like overheated and sweaty, my rings like get stuck on my fingers, and I hate it. And I don't even have like the biggest, chunkiest rings. Like I have one that's like a bigger stone, and my finger gets sweaty under it. This man is wearing the biggest rings
Like
that are
the
like
heavy metal biker
Yes.
rings. Who needs brass knuckles?
Like-
Just clock someone with a fistful of these.
Exactly. I feel like that man like must have like lived in that. He's just an icon. I love
He
his
is.
style. I loved his hair, and I love. Okay.
Do you think he had a hair care routine,
Oh, for sure.
or was it just he
He
just
probably-
woke up, put water on it?
I could see it
I
being
can't
a
even-
mix. I could see it being like a saltwater spray, and that's it.
I can't even see him putting water on it, man. I see him using like 13-in-1.
13-in-1 men's hair care.
Do you know that crazy soap that they have, the Dr. Bronner's 13-in-1?
Yeah, and
Which,
it's like
if you look-
toothpaste, deodorant.
And if you look closely at it, every other bit of free space on the label is taken up by like Bible quotes.
Really?
You didn't know about the religious 13-in-1 soap?
No.
It's Dr. Bronner's like soap. You can use it for like it is generally 13-in-1, and I'm sure it's very economical and useful. But I get distracted every time when we look at it because it is every spare bit of space on the label is covered in just chunks of Bible text talking about how like
That's crazy.
cleanliness is the first step to true virtue and purity. To be clean is to be godly. And I was like, oh my, what
That is
happened here?
funny.
I did look it up one time. I think the guy that founded the brand was the sole survivor in his family of the Holocaust. So I'm like, you know what? That would do it.
You know,
That would do it.
This is so off topic, but this is
Hey,
something.
this is the off-topic show. Stranger Things is
Um,
an off-topic show.
It's related to the Bible verses, and
Mhm.
it's just this really funny video I saw, and it was a, I don't know if it was like a teacher or I think it was at like a Bible camp. So I think it was like a counselor of some sort asking their students that were like old enough, like it wasn't like they were little kids. They were like late teenage years, you
Yeah.
know, probably getting
Yeah.
to be in their like 18s, you know, 18s. 18, 19 range.
Slay.
And the teacher was asking them what the Bible verse in their Instagram means. So they found all their Instagrams and said, hey, could you tell me what like palm blah, blah, blah is? And then, or Psalm, sorry, I said it wrong.
No, you're good.
Can you tell me what this is? And every time the student would like look at them blank face, like I've never heard of that one before, but it's literally in their Instagram bio and they don't remember. Funny. And it made me cackle because then every time the person like would give the blankest stare to the teacher and the teacher would start laughing. There was like 2 that got it, and there was like 6 plus of them that they asked, and one of them memorized it before he got there, and then the other one came back later in the video and was like, I remember, and they said it, but it was like a brief like example of it, but it was really funny, and that's my off-topic tidbit.
I do love that.
Because so many people I feel like do that stuff for like aesthetic too, where they don't actually mean it or don't remember the full thing. And I just think it's funny. And I'm not trying to make fun of people who like believe in that. I'm just saying the video in particular was quite hysterical because the teacher was
lead
cackling.
Paint stare.
Yes.
I love that.
They really did. They hit that. My teacher just asked me a question that I know I should know the answer to, but I don't stare.
Oh, I love to hit that all the time. Okay, so talk about Eddie. We have some Dustin here. Do you want to talk about Dustin?
We can talk about Dustin.
Because I saved the Nancy fit from the snowball, and you saved the Dustin. So let's talk.
I love Dustin. He is my son. He is my child, and
he has Ghostbuster shoes. I didn't even realize that.
I didn't know that either.
His shoes, they have like the
Ghostbusters
cross out symbol. And it says no ghost. That's so cute. I love that.
Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. I've specifically saved this Dustin because season 2, Steve and Dustin hold a special place in my heart because it's the beginning of their friendship, and the dance outfit specifically marked that connection of like showing that they, after going through what they did and that bonding like time they had on the railroad tracks, that was like the first thing that showed that they did something outside of the group together. Because Dustin, unfortunately, was like the first of the group to be kind of like pushed out. Yeah. Where like in the season 2, it was accidental. Just no one had their radios because Mike was dealing with all the Will stuff. Yeah. And then Dustin and Lucas were kind of fighting over Max. Yeah. And I think Lucas was busy telling Max about the stuff or whatever.
Yes, Lucas, I remember it was the scene at the arcade. Yeah. He was telling her about the stuff, and she was like, oh, so that's a good story. And he's like, what?
And he's like, I'm being so for real with you.
Being so for real. And she was like, yeah. Which, to be fair, if I was in her situation, I can't say I would have believed him either. I'm like,
I don't know if I would have. I would have been like, so what D&D campaign was this from? Like, I think I would have been skeptical too. But exactly. I have a little bit of sadness in my heart for him because I feel like all of his friends love him, but he was like the first disposable one. Even though he's not disposable, but he kind of was pushed to the side. And Steve didn't have anyone because this is when Nancy kind of went off her rails and like split it off with. Not off her rails because I don't want to say she was like wrong in what she did. She definitely could have handled it better.
They had a blowout.
Really,
like a blowout. It's one of those things where it's like, I think you're right, she could have handled it better, but I'm like, man, I don't know what I would have done either.
But it was a very accidental meeting for the two of them because Steve didn't have any other friends and his girlfriend just broke his heart and he tries to get her back, and then Dustin doesn't have his friends. They're like nowhere to be seen. In that outfit specifically, that's iconic.
I got distracted looking at something else. It was pretty funny.
It's the hair that I love. Okay, the hair is the defining thing because that's Steve had made a comment about how to do his hair because Dustin was kind of asking for advice.
Farrah Fawcett.
And it was Farrah Fawcett.
2 puffs when your hair is... It was something along the lines of like a couple of puffs when your hair is damp, not wet, not dry, damp.
And so it's clear that he kind of helped. And I like to imagine... Because Steve then drives him there. And I like to imagine that Steve was there helping him get ready. Even though I don't think he was, because I think there's a scene when his mom is like, Dusty, your ride's here. But in my head, I like to imagine that they practiced at least a few days before on how to do the hair or whatever.
Oh, yeah. I can see that.
That's really all with this outfit, except I do have one more thing, actually.
Ooh, okay. I was just going to say, I think I like the color in general, that kind of like bluish green.
It suits
looks
him
nice.
so
and I
well.
like the little bow tie, too. It's cute.
Yes, I love the difference, too, in the brown pants with the blue top.
It's a
so
nice
good.
contrast. It's very, again, very early 80s.
Yes.
But it works. I think I've definitely seen I've seen worse outfits for school dances from that time.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
I think my last thought on this, and then I feel like we should switch over to your stuff. Just to make sure you have time to talk, because I've been yapping.
You're good. Hey, this is a show where we both yap.
Yes, we're both yappers.
We yap so much,
brah.
Brah. Anyway.
But we've talked about it before, but a theory I saw a while ago was the person who like specifically worked on the costumes for season 2. I don't know if they
you
continued.
told me about this.
I did tell you about this. And all of the outfits of the main 4, like the main 4 friends, their outfits are based on them in the future and like their career paths. And one of them is like Lucas looks like he's kind of dressing like a writer from that time period. And so he might write stories because later on he ends up reading all the horror books to.
I was going to say, I can see Lucas doing that. I can see
him being a great writer.
And it's like, hey, when your life experiences are so weird, you might as well just novelize it and sell them. And might as well.
I can't remember if it was Mike or Will. I don't remember exactly what they said. But their outfits were kind of like teacher coded, and so they could see like I think it was Will being the teacher, like
Mr. Clark.
Mr. Clark
Shout out Mr. Clark, the goat.
However, Dustin's outfit is very classically 80s and very like in that time period, and it doesn't seem to have specific undertones to what his future career be. The only thing I could say is like a show host. But I don't know if I see him necessarily doing that. Like, he has the personality.
I could see him I could see him being like a scientist.
I could see him being a scientist.
But for the sake of the theory.
But this outfit doesn't give scientists. So the theory is that he is going to be one of the characters who dies. And Gaten Matarazzo did write a scene of how he wanted Dustin to die that we've talked about too. He did say they didn't write it because it was very cliche. And Stranger Things isn't necessarily very much cliche.
We got it out and then
yeah,
guys, and it's like he takes his hand away and he's bleeding in his torso or something.
Yeah, but
he's an actor, not a writer.
He's an actor, not a writer, and that's okay.
Different skills for different fellas.
Exactly, but definitely this was one of my favorite Dustin looks, incling the season 3 Camp Nowhere. Yeah, that was a great. I love that fit.
I had a Camp Nowhere shirt. I got rid of it because it was too small. I kind of regret it. I could have made it like a sleeveless tank top. That could have been cute.
Well, you could get another one eventually.
I could, maybe. I think I got it from Hot Topic right after season 3 did come out.
Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of my list. The only other character I touched on a lot was Nancy. And I saved a lot of Nancy just because I saved all the ones with Nancy specifically holding a gun. Because Nancy is
Nancy the Glock Wheeler, as we like to call her around these parts.
Exactly. She is the most iconic and most her when she's holding a gun. And so that's why I saved those.
I support women's rights and women's wrongs.
And then I have a few of Hopper and when he's wearing his date shirt.
Like the Miami Vice look. Yes. I see it. I love that
outfit. And then the last one that I did was a lot of hairstyles of 11s from season 2.
Yeah.
I loved when her hair was that curly, floofy, short, like pixie look.
It was really cute.
It was so cute on her, really especially at that age. Like, I feel like she's just adorable in that. So, yeah, that was, like, my favorites.
Very nice.
But, yes, let's go over to yours because I want to make sure you have time.
Yes, you're good. So, as I said, I kind of got distracted and just started saving a lot of pictures of Robin that I thought looked good.
Real.
So I have a lot of the same pictures you had. I have pictures of Robin in, like, the marching band uniform outfit because I also thought that was pretty awesome. I also liked the outfit from the end of season 4 where she's got, like, a little haircut and she has the striped shirt, the little vest, and the suspenders. I think that is an absolute look. I love that look. But I think my favorite looks for Robin from season 4, I really liked the sort of businessy casual look she had going at the video rental at the family video. I really liked the vest. I loved the pins. Loved the tie. What a classy little fella.
The tie is
the the cherry on top. I also really enjoyed. I liked. It's this one outfit. She doesn't have it on super long in season 4, but it's the. I didn't save it, but you'll know the one I'm talking about. It's pretty iconic. She has like the black higher neck shirt with like the little V detailing and the oversized yellow shirt. I really enjoyed that, but obviously,
that was good.
Overall, my favorite from season 4 was when she had her little stripy sweater, her black pants, and her black jean jacket with the patches. It It's just
This one?
phenomenal. Yes, this one. So
Yes.
I've got a picture pulled up here. It's her and Nancy, and she has that outfit on. I really liked season 4 because we finally got to see Robin's style. We never got to see it in season 3 as far as I can remember. It was Scoop's troop the whole way.
Yeah.
But I really love the design detail that you could still see bits of her personality coming in. She had her rings, she had her little spiky wristbands, she had like her leather bracelets,
She had like
her
the
eyeliner,
chains.
the chains.
Yep.
So I really liked that a little more of her alternativeness came through even on the clock. Oh, this is the one I was talking about. I found it. It's the black shirt and it's got the little triangle and the oversized yellow Hawaiian shirt over it. And I think she just has jeans paired with it. I love it so much. It is a slay. I also have a lot of leaked pictures from season 5, I believe, of Robin. And it looks like she goes blonde at one point.
Blonde Robin?
Blonde Robin. So I've got a picture where she's looking up with Will. She kind of has this flannelly, this outer layer flannel. There's one where I think she has like a long black leather jacket, which I love so much. I think that is so cool. And then my favorite one, because her hair looks a little lighter overall in this season, but I can't tell if it depends on the lighting, if it does look like she's dyed it or not, or like gone platinum or bleached it. There's this one shirt that I'm pretty sure it has like this 60s lady and a UFO, and you can't see the whole thing because there's kind of like a little microphone stand in front of it, but I'm pretty sure it says "Beam me up, this place sucks." And it's like, I want that shirt. I want that shirt.
I think it would look so good on you.
I love it. I feel seen. I feel understood. I feel represented by the Robin looks. Are you just looking at what else I have on the Pinterest
Yes.
board? Hold up. I'm trying to see. I forget which one that is.
This is canon, by the way. I watched season 5 early. Trust. That's iconic. Sorry.
Real, you're good. But other than Robin, I have a good bit of Elle and some Dustin, which is good, and I have some other Nancy outfits, which is good because I don't think we touched on them a lot yet. Dustin, I feel, is going for this very sort of colorful, cartoonish look, and I kind of love it. Because in season 3, of course, he's all this bright sort of orange neon. He has his Camp Nowhere hat. He has his bright orange shirt. Season 4, it's his Hellfire shirt a lot of the time, but he also has like these geometric Hawaiian shirts open over it. And I think that is such a look. I think he makes it work. He makes it work. Here's one of the shirts I was talking about, where there's sort of the abstract geometric shapes over the Hellfire shirt. The jeans, the sneakers. It's giving. It's giving. Let's see. I also have... okay, I'm going to talk about Elle now. Because I feel like Elle has some of the most iconic outfits. Obviously, season 1, everyone did a Halloween costume of like the pink dress and the shaved head and the nosebleed. But season 2 also, I really liked... I know the look wasn't her. It was sort of what Callie and the others redressed her as. I really like the sort of grungy punk look from season 2. I love the eyeliner. The slicked back hair is such a look. I think it was really awesome, and I kind of wish we saw a little bit more of it. And the oversized black jacket, too. I think it ate. It ate the house
so much
down. It ate, and it left no crumbs, as the kids like to say.
And it just made for such a like iconic reveal after not seeing her after all of season 1 that they went through, and then not seeing her all of season 2, other than Hopper, and then her coming back, and like Hopper even is worried where she is, and she comes back in this whole like all outfit, and she's like, her nose is bleeding, she's got her hand up, she's like defeating the Demogorgons, and then he's like, "Where have you been?" And then she's like, "I don't want to talk to you, Dad." Like,
I also think it's really fun because for most of the first and second season, we only see her in clothes that aren't her own. She doesn't really get her own sense of style until season 3, which I'll cover in a second. So season 1, it's the hospital gown, it's the t-shirt, it's the pink dress, it's whatever Mike can give her. Season 2, we see a bit of an expansion, but it's mainly like overalls and old flannels that were definitely Hopper's. And then we have the makeover, and the makeover, like the grunge makeover, it's so different from what we've seen. I love the contrast. I do think at the end of the day, that isn't her. Like if she were to choose how to dress, which we have seen how she dresses now, it wouldn't necessarily be that. I still think it's awesome. Season 3, what can I say? I love the season 3 outfits. It's also bright. It's also fun. It's also colorful. I love the colorful different shirts that Elle has. She has like 3 different beautifully patterned 80s shirts. I like Max in the summer season always has a fun like summer camp vibe. She always has like some jean shorts or like a little stripy shirt, and I love it a lot. And then we've got Elle's very colorful romper, which I actually had a shirt that had the same pattern on it. And I think I might have gotten rid of it because it was too small. It got too small.
Was it like something that was based on the show, or did you just had it?
It was based on the show, but I didn't know it was based on the show when I got it because it'd been a second
okay.
since I'd seen season 3 because I think I got this early high school. And I'd forgotten about the specific look. I know it looked familiar. It was driving me crazy. It was familiar, but I couldn't remember what it was. And it wasn't the full romper. It was just the separate shirt.
Yeah.
And then I think someone else looked at it and was like, oh, that's from Stranger Things season 3. It looks like it's like Elle's shirt. And I searched up, and that's what it was.
And you were like, oh,
I was
my
like,
little.
Ew. I think the only other people I have saved to the board, I have another outfit of Max's. So I really like the stripy summer camp vibe she has. Season 4, I think it's toned down because it's fall. She's sort of grieving the death of Billy. I also really like that look though, like the brown corduroy jacket or whichever it is.
Yeah,
it works really well for her.
And I
also,
love the headphones.
Oh yes, and the iconic windbreaker. I feel like this has also become one of the more iconic pieces of clothing. It has been the teal, like the bright teal and yellow windbreaker, and she also makes it work. She also makes it work.
She does.
Some of the other people I have saved. Oh, I have one more Elle look. Honestly, I really liked some of the snowball looks. I liked Nancy's snowball look. I liked Elle's snowball look. She has this cute little asymmetric skirt thing going on with her dress. I think that's pretty nice. I liked so Nancy's dress, it was very plaid, it was very Christmassy. I don't think the dress was my favorite, but I really liked how she styled her hair. Because she had it like kind of piled up, but it almost looked like a mohawk. Do you know what I'm talking about? Because you were looking at the picture with Dustin earlier. You also saw Nancy's hairstyle. I loved Nancy's hairstyle in the Snowball in season 2.
I just love her hair.
Her hair in general,
so curly and fun.
I love how you can use it to track the progression of like hairstyling in trend. Because season 1 and 2, it's sort of longer and straighter, and then season 3 we get a perm, baby, and that carries into season 4. And honestly, I like the curly hair. The curly hair is a good look on her.
It makes me think of her mom too.
Yes.
Because her mom kind of goes for that, but with the blonde.
Yes.
But very like curly perm vibes. Like she's got the bangs and like the hair up.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Her and Nancy are very similar in that hairstyle.
I feel like Miss Wheeler, her hair's a little like wavier. It's not quite as curly as Nancy.
Yeah.
But I accidentally rearranged my pins. The one Nancy outfit I have because I feel like I see her in purple a lot. I saved it because I specifically liked it. It's from season 4. The skirt, I love the skirt. It just looks so unique. It's the reporter outfit where she's doing stuff for like the school newspaper. She has this purple cardigan with a white border, this pink skirt, these like mid-calf height white boots, this purple t-shirt underneath it, and the skirt has this wicked cool waistband where it's like it's folded over and there's a buckle, and it almost looks like it might be a dress she like folded over.
Maybe. I could see that like in a sleeveless dress. That
or
she like
it's just like a very 80s skirt, but it's awesome. I love it. I think it's a really good look. And it just sort of reinforces, I do think we see her in purple a lot. I think purple is like her color, especially because I'm also thinking of the dress from season 3, which I don't think was my favorite, but I can appreciate the uniqueness of it, where it had like the purple dress, it had the little square cutout details across the upper chest and like the teal squares on the bottom. Very geometric as always. And then, yes. And she also has the teal skirt from season 4 too, with like this gray sweater vest moment with a belt around it and a white undershirt.
Pink belt.
The pink,
that
like
pops.
the coral, it's like this faded coral belt. It eats. It eats.
She's the queen of layering.
She is. She's
like they all layer very well, but hers is like very intricate layers that match very well.
Oh yeah, she's the queen of layering. She's the queen of sort of preppy style.
Yep. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I love it so much. And I think the only other things I have saved is I think it's Lucas from season 5 too. Lucas is kind of leaning in to like this jockish look, and because that is something we got established in season 4. He is trying to move up in the social circles. He's trying to be more of a jock. And honestly, it works for him. It works.
It
I
does.
think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool because
And
now
he's still very kind and cares about all his
Yeah.
friends. And he's like, he even makes a comment in season 4 that he's doing it for them.
yeah.
And then they're like, well, we didn't want that. But
Yeah.
he's like, but like, for the first time, we might not get bullied because we're going to be
Yeah.
in the in crowd. And then his friends are like, no. And then all the
Mhm.
Hellfire stuff happens. And because
Yeah.
Lucas is part of Hellfire, he kind of does get like looped into that.
Yeah, I do like that little character moment with Lucas though. Well, let me gather my thoughts. I think that's cool because I think that is something that happens a lot with people in groups that might be considered a little more nerdy or a little more different. You do get to a certain age, and I think we also saw this a bit in season 3 when the others were kind of moving away from D&D. You get to a certain age, and that point where it's like the things you like to do, you're like, oh, that's too childish for me. I have to abandon it. I can't do that anymore because that's what kids do, and I'm a teenager now, which is just not true. I feel like everyone who left stuff behind in their teens because they're like, this is for kids, now in our age group is like going back to it and being like, this was pretty cool. That's me with Monster High. I never got rid of my Monster High dolls. I loved my Monster High dolls, but I definitely got to a certain age where, I wasn't playing with them anymore, which, do you know what I've realized? What I used to do when I was playing with my dolls is basically just what I do when I write now. I just take characters and I put them in situations. That's basically all it is.
Here's this character I wrote, and now they're gonna go through a portal. Bam.
Exactly.
Okay, now they're in this alternate dimension. They gotta figure this out.
That's just what it is. I'm just playing with dolls, except instead of like physical figures, it's just words on a page. But I'm forever grateful I did not get rid of a lot of my Monster High dolls because I still have a lot of them.
That's very nice.
I have to work on some of their hair because tangent time, Monster High doll stuff. I like to do customization of the dolls. I haven't gotten to like face painting yet, but I can restyle their hair. I can add to the clothes. A lot of the Generation 1 dolls, I'm sure you noticed this, Lee, with some of yours, they get really bad glue seepage in the back.
Yep.
Which is the glue seeping out from inside the scalp that roots the hair in place. And I spent so much time trying to figure out a way to get it out. I washed my one Laguna doll and my one Skeleta that I bought off someone I used to be friends with. I washed it so many times to try and get the glue out and nothing worked. Finally, I found something that said try Goo Gone. And I knew we had some Goo Gone, so I went in the garage and I got it. It worked. It got the hair out. It ungunked it. There's still a little bit of the residue, but the hair is fluffier than it was. Okay. It's fuller than it was. The only thing I say is if you use Goo Gone to try to wash your Monster High doll's hair, be careful. Like, crack open a window wherever you're doing it. It is strong. I think it's like petroleum based.
Oh yeah.
So it was like the citrus scent, but it was like so overpowering. I had to keep like rinsing it out, opening a window, and taking breaks. I'd just be inhaling fumes. I'd just be like, oh,
I can't breathe. Do it in the summer is what I'm hearing outside.
You could. Well, if you have a sink outside, you do need a sink because it's the way I did it. It's a liquid. It's not like a substance. So what I did, I took all the clothes off the doll. I held her over the sink. I poured a little on the scalp and I massaged it in.
Yeah.
Then I rinsed it and I repeated that a couple times. I need to do that to my one Laguna doll. I also need to look into fixing the fins on my Laguna because the fins on the leg, I remember this annoyed me so much as a kid. I remember trying to glue them in with Elmer's glue so many times because the fins, they were detachable.
Yep.
But I found they always came off way too easy.
They'd fall
so
off,
I'd be playing with her and the fins would fall off and I'd get really annoyed. I remember I tried to hold them on with rubber bands one time. I filled it with Elmer's glue so many times, just tried to get them to stay. And of course it didn't work. So I think I'm going to have to super glue them in at one point. I'm going to have to super glue
like
them.
A clear Gorilla Glue maybe.
Yeah.
Something or another.
But yeah, that's the Monster High doll tangent. I don't even remember how we got here. I'm going to be honest.
It was about how Lucas kind of left
some
stuff behind.
Yes, you're so right.
For me, that thing was stuffed animals. I got rid of a lot of stuffed animals. I kept a few that were like really sentimental.
Yeah, I still have my
that I donated or sold or gave away. Yeah. And then I got older and I was like, I love stuffed animals, and now I'm gonna get them.
Real.
I actually get made fun of a lot by my family for all my stuffed animals because they're like,
lame.
"Why do you have so many?" And my sister actually came into my room after I moved into my mom's. And I had been like decorating my bed and like I had my blankets out and I put stuff on the walls. And I didn't put a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's mostly like stuffed animals and stuff I put on my bed because my sister Hannah and I were trying to like be equal in what we were doing in the room. And Sarah came in and took pictures of all my stuffed animals, laughing, and sent them to her friends to show how many I had. And I was like, why are we doing that? That's not nice.
Like,
so
just like, oh, they have a lot, or like, oh, they're too old for this.
it was a mixture of both, I think.
Dude,
But it's
I'm
okay.
so sorry.
No, it's fine.
I'm
I love my
sorry.
stuffed animals, and I'm
Your
confident
stuffed
in it
animals
now.
are super cute, and they're
Yeah.
awesome, and they're great, and I also have a lot of stuffed animals. So I don't have a lot because I don't really collect them anymore unless I see a specific cute little plushie that I like. But I still have like my core group of stuffed animals I had
Yeah.
as a little baby,
Mhm.
little baby. One of them I have had since I was a baby, Pinky, my oldest one. She's like this cute little bear. She has pink flower petals around her face. I
Aw.
think I've had her since I was born at the hospital because I also have a pink pillow that went with her and a little baby blanket.
That's so
It's super
sweet.
soft. It's plush. I put it around my face at night to sleep because I need it to be dark and
Yeah.
quiet. And it has this Looney Tunes lining on the back.
Mhm.
But because it's old and I move it around a lot, it was tearing really badly. So I spent like several hours a week or two ago on a Saturday just stitching all the loose, torn parts down. And now it's
Yeah.
functional again. There's still some little tears that I'm going to have to take care of at some point or other. But I'm talking like I'd pick it up and there'd just be flaps of it falling
Yeah.
down. And I was like, oh, we got to do something about
We gotta
this.
fix her.
But yeah, I still have a lot of my stuffed animals. I
Yeah.
have my core group. I don't plan on getting rid of them, especially not because one of them is Pudge, who he's been to college twice because he was a stuffed animal my dad won from my mom when they were dating at college. So he's been to college twice. And it's really funny to compare because my mom does have old pictures of him. He was so much like brighter. He was so much fluffier. And now he's kind of
Yeah.
compacted. But, you know,
That's
he's been
okay.
loved. He's had a
It
good life.
happens.
He's had a good
Yes.
life. But anyway, stuffed animals are awesome.
They are.
And
They are.
you shouldn't make fun of other people for what
No.
they enjoy and if it makes them happy. Because that's not very nice.
Not very nice.
It's not
Nope,
very
nope.
nice. And also, okay, how do you have that much energy for just being a hater? I'm not a hater. If it brings other people joy and it's whimsy and it's not hurting anyone, I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
Good for them. Good for them. But that's just me. I'm a chill guy. I don't have a lot of energy in my heart for that. For being a hater, except in specific circumstances where it is justified.
Yes.
I'm not a hater in general, but I will be a hater if the occasion calls for it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just to we're getting close to the ending here, so just to wrap it up, I think the only other thing to discuss, I've got 2 pictures of Argyle on here, which I just wanted to put Argyle on there. I don't know why or how, but he makes those patterns work. So one of the pictures I have is when he and Jonathan are like hitting the golf balls in the would you say it's a dump? Like the old auto lot in the desert?
It's like something. It's like a abandoned kind of.
it's like a car
French
dump
place.
or
It's
something.
like
And they're just hitting golf balls and hitting cars, which honestly, that's kind of fun.
mm-hmm.
That's kind of fun.
It's vibey.
It's a vibe. And then I've got one where he's in his like work outfit,
Mm-hmm.
where he's got like the blue shirt and the yellow. He color matches so well.
He does.
He is
honestly,
style icon, honestly.
Literally, if anyone can,
Argyle can. But yeah, he has
Anybody can.
he has a lot of
Argyle
fun little hats. His shirts have there's so many patterns and they shouldn't work, but they do. I think
do.
honestly part of what brings it all together is he has those long, luxurious locks.
It's the best hair I think I have
Oh
ever
my
seen in my
God.
entire life. Better than Rapunzel, dare I say?
Exactly.
Dare I say?
Somebody call what is it?
Disney.
No. I was gonna say what is it? Maybe it's natural. Maybe it's Maybelline. What's the tagline? The Maybelline
I
tagline?
don't remember.
Maybe it's hers. Maybe it's Maybelline or something like that. Somebody call Maybelline. Somebody call all the hair product brands.
We got to figure out what Argyle's
We gotta figure it out. Honestly, I would buy Argyle hair products.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, ooh, I know my hair is about to look luxurious
If
and
I were
shining.
more masculine, I think I would grow my hair out and I would have like curly flowy hair or long straight hair like that, and I think I'd vibe. I think I'd have
Real. Did you mean to say feminine
no like
or
if
masculine?
if I was like more masculine, because like feminine.
Oh, I see.
I love short hair on women. And then when
Real.
it comes to like more masculine people, long hair hits
I see.
so different.
I pick up what you're putting down
Yeah.
now. You're saying you like
Yep.
the contrast.
Yes.
You like the juxtaposition to pull out a
Exactly.
5-star.
Which is
word.
why I love Eddie's hair so much too,
Mhm.
because it's just like beautiful. And I'm just like, I want your hair. Like I want to look
Real.
like you. But when
That's
I
so
have
true.
long hair on me, I feel very like dysphoric about it. I don't like
That's
when my
fair.
hair gets to a certain length.
I definitely think you look more like you with shorter hair. And I
do
like
feel
the
like
shorter hair.
myself.
The shorter hair is pretty epic, if I do say
Pretty
so myself.
Epic sauce.
Pretty awesome thought, swag gamer.
Awesome thought.
But yeah, I get what you mean. I realized I used to hate my hair longer and I kept it a little shorter, but I realized I actually don't like it when it's like above my shoulders, like almost bob length. I actually like it a little longer. I just have to have it in a shag cut. I just need my layers.
You need the layers and the bangs.
Mm-hmm. And I finally started using like little styling products, so my hair is actually wavy and has
And it's
volume.
beautiful. And I love
And I'm
it.
enjoying it. It's really nice. It's really nice. I've actually stolen a hair mousse that Michelle had that she didn't like.
Yes, I
Because
do remember you mentioning.
I need to find a replacement because I'm starting to, well, I'm not getting low, but I'm getting to the end of the bottle of the one that I got from my hairstylist that was like $20. And it works really it works fantastic. It smells super nice, but I'm like,
But expensive.
$20 is
20
a
of my
lot of
buckaroons.
money. 20 doubloons is a lot of money.
Someone get Scott up in here.
Oh my God. Scotty's going to be here next week.
I know.
Next week.
I remember.
Oh yeah. But
This is off topic actually, but do you think you're gonna dye your hair black again, like, or go for that?
I don't know.
Because if you do, I can help because I have experience, and I think 2 boxes would cover your whole head. If you're going for the full look, I think that would be the way to go.
I'll have to think because I definitely really liked the contrast of when my hair was darker because I'm already like ghoulishly pale, as the kids like to say, as my friends like to say. So it works really well because it sort of amplifies that contrast even more. But I don't, my hair normally, it's like a dirty blondish red, but I really have several different colors in here. I've got like some brown, I've got some blonde, and I have some hair pieces that is just straight red. I like the variation. I don't know.
That's valid.
It's like if there's a way I could do black, but also so make my hair a little darker, but also keep the natural like variation in the colors I have. I think I'd like that.
I feel like that would be a matter too of like doing like a strip dye kind of, or like doing chunks and separating it out.
I could see that.
I think that'd be more of a process, but it's definitely doable.
Yeah.
And it also, that if you want it more of that look, definitely a salon would
Yeah.
might be the way to go.
If
and
I wanted to try to do that, I might have to hit up my hairdresser
Yeah.
Stephanie, who I love Stephanie. When she saw after I box dyed my hair, it was kind of uneven, but I didn't mind it honestly because it still had some of that variation. It wasn't like pitch black; everything was the same color. But she gave me a free little bowl and a brush and told me to do better next time. And I was like, thank you, Stephanie.
Here you go.
Well, I think I'm going to sneeze.
Bless you. In advance.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Okay, I think we're good. Usually there's 2 of them hiding in there, but I think we are good.
Indeed.
But yeah, I feel like the episodes we've been doing lately have had like a really chill vibe, which is great. I like it. It's low key. It's low key. I feel like about as low key as a lot of the other episodes. Oh wait, is there going to be another sneeze? Oh.
Bless you.
There it was. All right. But yeah, so this has been sort of a review of the fashion. I feel like we kind of covered most of the things we're going to talk about. Everyone has a pretty distinct style, which is cool because you have like Steve Harrington, who's kind of preppy, Nancy, who's also preppy, but in a different way.
Exactly.
Robin is Robin. I feel like Robin's style is similar to my own in a lot of ways. You've got a lot of like UFOs and spooky stuff and a lot of black, and I'm like, I love that representation.
I'm definitely excited to see this season's change in outfits. Rest in power to Argyle and other characters that I don't think will be returning, but they had an iconic run while they did.
I think honestly, I would have loved to see more Argyle outfits. I would love to see more Eddie outfits, but alas, it shan't be.
And Argyle didn't die, but I do think the actor did come forward and say they
didn't ask him back.
They didn't ask him back. There was no like mention of, hey, we're not bringing your character back. It was just like, oh, we're filming, and they just never got anything, which sucks because they were a very iconic character. However, we can appreciate the art of Argyle while we had them.
Oh yeah. But I don't know. I also feel like it's like everything is moving back to Hawkins, but like a little cameo would have been nice at least, because I feel like after all that, Argyle wouldn't just be like, well, actually maybe Argyle would just be like, well, time to move on with my life.
Jonathan who?
Who's Jonathan? Nah,
Jonathan, man.
You wouldn't forget his
right, that guy, my boy, Jonathan.
I wonder how his relationship is going.
I wonder how that one chick is. That, I don't know, her name was like
Superpower
Nina or
girl.
something. Oh yeah, that one, that 12 girl. Called her a different number.
I love that. But yeah, this has been, I'd say the episode name, but we haven't come up with it yet. Stay tuned
This
for
has
that.
been our cool episode.
This has been our cool fashion review, very official. We're going to be on RuPaul's Drag Race next, judging the looks.
This was
or
the
maybe
Peculiar
Dragula.
Happenings Fashion Week.
The Peculiar Happenings Fashion Week.
Get it?
Exactly. All right. Well, thank you for listening, everyone. Keep tuning in on Fridays at 6 and 7 on WDBL. We got some fun stuff planned for you this year. This has been Peculiar Happenings. I'm Shelby.
And Emily.
Stay weird.